Welcome to NWA Connie Corso's podcast, where we talk all things dogs.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome back. Man, we working hard. Y'all know I ain't supposed to be here this week, but we got so much stuff going on. We forced to work hard. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. This is a dual show. Vanguard K9 is showing this on his channel as well. What's going on, brother Ulysses?
What's happening, my main man?
In it to win it, man.
I heard that. I'm just sitting here relaxing, thinking. You know, when it comes to the dog training thing, I'm always thinking.
Right.
It's dog business. How you thinking?
Mm-hmm. Right. Like what? About what?
Well, you know, how to get out here and create videos that the audience really want, that'll be useful to them, that, you know, not garbage videos, and try to keep it real with them, and what's the next thing I'm going to do and who I'm going to get to be involved. So it's just always thinking about the people, my fans. My fans is more important to me than what I want, because what I want to do won't be what the fans need, because they're so far behind on their knowledge.
Yeah.
So I have to step back at once sometime for them.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. I was talking to Schoolboy about that, and then you know, it's important to focus on the fundamentals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we skip way over that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Salute Doug. Salute Exotic Borbles. Salute Chuck Spears. Skype's Pups. What's up, my brother? Carolina Blue. What's happening? Doug is in the house. Yeah.
Got Doug in the house. Main man Doug. That's my boy.
We gotta get Doug on payroll. Y'all gonna have to. Y'all gonna have to start donating now. Hey, everybody, hit the like button on both sides. Hit the like button. Hit the like. If you got time to go share it. You ain't having a power outage over there, is you?
You know, we in the middle of this hurricane, but it ain't got nothing to do with that. I think it's just the light.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, man. So the subject of the night is how to choose and raise a puppy like a pro. What's the first thing you want to tell people when it comes to choosing a puppy?
Think about your purpose, what you got it for, and then you can make a better choice on the kind of dog that you want. If you have a little bit of knowledge, or if you got a good breeder that you buying a dog from, you can tell them, and if they're a good breeder, they'll try to help you the best they can. If you buy it from somebody off the street, sit down there and play with it and see, does the dog possess the natural behaviors and character you're looking for. And if you don't see that, don't choose it, because it ain't gonna never be what you want it to be. You know, what you can do with some dogs is mainly mask some of the things you don't like, but you can't only mask. If you're at the 50% line, you can go down 25%. Or you can take it up 25. You can't go no further. If it's 100% wide open, then you know you can go down to 75.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about choosing the dog that's best for you, your lifestyle, what you really trying to pick it for. Now, that's a hard thing, especially for a guy like me today, where I am in life. I breed my own dogs, so you know it's easier for me to just say I can grab any of them. But what I normally end up with these days is the puppy and the dog nobody wants, because I'm trying to keep my name clean. You know, I'm wanting to keep some respect on it.
Yeah.
Like what your boy say, keep some respect on it.
On my name. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, so in this process, how important is it to see the mother and the father?
To me?
Yeah. I'm not from somebody else's perspective.
Okay, let's take I'm gonna stay in the perspective of you guys who don't know.
Exactly, yeah.
I would prefer if I'm gonna buy a working dog now. First, so now look, now I said to myself, this is not just a pet. If it's just a pet we got around the house, you still might want good character, and you still, want hopefully this ain't no sick line of dogs. You can't never really tell how that thing go. It can happen for the best of us. But if it's a working dog, hopefully you done saw the mama and dad do something on video.
Mm-hmm.
Because the video, if you guys can read dogs just a little bit, I can see that video. You can tell me what you want to tell me all damn day. That video, I can keep hitting repeat. If I'm standing in front of it and I think I saw it, I can't hit a repeat. I can hit repeat on that video, and me and somebody else can look at it and see. Do you see what I just saw? I think I saw, and then we can come up to our conclusion from what we thought. So looking at the mom and dad is important, but I think that just to know the dogs, the people you're getting the dog from, is the best thing to do. Is buy dogs from somebody you've been following for a while. You know about them, where to find them at if they take that money. Because you want that money back. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to hide. You don't have to most people don't give you deposits back, but you want to get with some people that's good and legit so that you can continue the business on if something fails, something don't go right.
Right. Me, myself, I like to go to the kennel if possible. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And kind of check out the dog, see what they breed for, and what are their goals and objectives. I'm speaking of the breeder.
Yeah.
Per se. Yeah.
I ain't never went to go see none of my dogs. I saw it. I knew the mom and dad. I done studied the people. I knew the people's knowledge. They was living that lifestyle.
Yes. Yeah. Some of your dog history, the people you were dealing with were pretty extreme.
Yeah. That's all I buy from. I don't buy from just regulars.
Yeah.
But I did. I haven't bought a dog in some 20, 30 years, something like that almost.
Right.
When I did, the only person I ever dealt with really besides was Angela Cannon at Complete K9 Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a good relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know about nobody else, but with me, if it was ever right, she would always talk to me about making it right or try to do whatever I wanted done. Yeah. But I watched her train dogs all the time, and she made video after video. Back then, she was into making video after video and making little breedings and imprinting the puppies, like I do. I told her what I want, or she told me what was available, and I look at it and I ask her what it does, and how I act when it do this, and then she told me, and that was good enough for me. Mm-hmm. And Angelique Deroux, her dogs were older, and I did get Nero's from her because he was a Quattro son. Before I got Quattro from her, I got Nero's first. So her and Angela and Angelique both saying the same thing. That was good enough for me. Mm-hmm. So everybody that I buy dogs from live the lifestyle. I don't buy dogs from people who don't live the lifestyle. I don't buy dogs at all anymore.
Right. Yeah, there's no need.
I've been breeding my own dogs for 6, 7, 8 generations. Some of them 8, 7, 8 generations. Those like relatives and stuff who continue to breed and stuff. Me, I kind of stayed where I'm at for a while before I move up. When I was young, I don't breed it, keep going. No, I don't need to go that far. I'm right here. And then I get a group of clients who want dogs, and they told me what they want. And through selective breeding, I keep repeating the same thing or get the dogs that I like and breed them and place them with the people. I ain't trying to keep no more dogs. I still got my old dogs.
Right. I want to have a show with you just on breeding. Just on breeding.
Yes, sir.
One day.
Anything you want to listen. Hey, straight up, brother. Anything you want to do, I'm with you.
All right. I appreciate it.
Twice before you can get out your mouth. Okay, girl.
Yeah. We got to work right now. I know everybody like, damn, Joe on this week in the middle of the week. We got so much stuff going on, y'all. We got big shows coming up, and we got to work, and we just got so much shit going on. But anyway, man. So you you said you always want to pick your breeder off the lifestyle and pretty much off the characteristics of what they try to breed for.
Yeah, you have to listen, y'all. Listen. Like I'm gonna do like what his name was, Fred Summer, TV Land.
Yeah,
TV Land.
Right.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because people buy dogs, and yeah, sometimes they might have a good dog from somebody that was good, but they not thinking about how to breed this dog. They not breeders, so they gonna go. They met somebody at Walmart or Tractor Supply, and they looking at the first thing people say is the color, how big his head was. Mm-hmm. I don't care nothing about that. You know, You know what a pretty dog to me is? I told one of my clients this other day. He told me, I like the black ones. I said I only like the ones that work. I like dogs from character. When I see the character of a dog, make me say, "Ooh, he pretty." When he go to try to eat you up, he take pressure, stress, or you kind of fool him to find something, and he stay there for a long time, and he young, he ain't did it but so many times, and you say, I just started this 3 weeks ago, we done did it 8 times, and I see him, and I'm a dog trainer, and I see how he problem solve, and he come up with that ball or pick them keys up, bring it back, or hold it tight, look at it, drop it, look up at you like, oh, I'm ready. Woo, I love him. He's beautiful. That's why I like dogs. So these people who are not breeders will breed their dog to just anything, thinking they finna come up with something. Because everybody trying to create the wheel. If it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it. That's why I repeat the same breeding over and over again. I stay within a family of dogs. I stay in my line. I ain't crossing it out. Crossing it out is scatter breed to me.
Yeah. I don't go into that right now.
So I'm saying, somebody don't know about dogs, done bred this dog, and he trying to sell them. I don't buy dogs from them kind of guys.
Yeah.
Unless he's somebody that bought a dog from me, I know what it is, and then I look at these pedigrees because I'm a breeder and I've been a dog so long, I kind of know that line and I work with this. And I'm like, okay, you know what? He already did that. That's a cross out. I can bring that back into my stuff that's kind of tight.
Look at this. This is Doug. What's up, brother Doug? He said, I'm still vain. I still want a good-looking dog. But that kind of go with the territory with me. You're going to get a good-looking dog.
Yeah. Because
get off top.
Well, you know, that's like everything selective breeding because you're trying to breed character and good looks. Most of these good working dogs, they do look good. I ain't never seen no working dog that ain't pretty.
Now a lot of them look damn good.
Yeah, so it's just hard to say. It's just certain lines are ugly. I don't bother them, and I already know what I want. So I just, hey man, when you go to get a dog, let's just keep it like this. When you go to get a dog, make sure you love what you're gonna do so you can train your dog and find a dog that does what you're trying to do, and hope that it has natural character doing it. Because if it don't, you're going to be sitting out here working all day long trying to make it do something to get to 5 months down the line and say, I don't want this dog, it ain't working. He ain't doing what I want him to do. He ain't no good. That's why I got in the breeding dogs, because I bought so many dogs from people online, taking my money, lying, drive 5 hours up the road, meeting them at a truck stop at night, and then you get there and the dog ain't even what it was, and your girl already done talk shit to you, bro, because you done drove that far. And you just buy it anyway, knowing it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And we grown people, we got peer pressure or something. You buy it anyway instead of saying no. Or just say, hey man, here's $50. What's this for? I don't want the dog, but don't you ever have somebody drive this far again.
Yeah, man.
That's to kill you.
Yeah, the drove 12 hours, you get there. Yeah. Damn. Once
I started doing that, I started breeding my own dogs. Because once, the best thing in the world I did, and this ain't really for y'all guys who really trying to just buy a dog from somebody. The first thing I had to do and tell myself back in 1997, it was around 96, 97 when I started really trying to just have these powerful dogs. I had to teach myself to learn to love my own puppies. You know how most people, I'm gonna tell you what guys do. They'll buy dogs. They'll take their own dogs. They got breed them. Sell them, then take the money from the puppies they done bred off their own dog and go buy a dog from somebody else.
That is nuts. I see that so much, bro. I see that so.
I was one of them people doing that too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
probably don't say.
I've done it too. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I had to do, brothers, people, and sisters?
Yeah.
I had to teach myself to love my own dogs. Like
Yeah.
I would love a dog I got from somebody else. I don't even know.
Right.
With mom and daddy, like how them dogs act when they get 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, 15 months, 24 months. I don't know nothing about them dogs.
Yeah.
At least I know my own dog. When I started loving my own dogs, when I started, my friend, I'm gonna tell you who told me that. My friend, his name was Michael Bell. He was my dog partner when I was breeding game dogs. You know, was breeding Boyle's bloodline, Bolio dogs. Tapping in a little Bullet Son Red Boy into it, just crossing. And we was doing that, and he started when we was young. He kept breeding his own dogs and keeping them and selling them and stuff. One day he looked at me and said, "Man, you gotta love your own dogs. These folks, you know, them folks sell us dogs. They love their own dogs. Why we gotta love our own dogs?" He started his own bloodline. He sold some of the best bulldogs that's out there today. Years ago, if you look in a lot of bloodline of the Boyles dog, the Windy City Combine dogs, his name is Michael Bell, Mr. Bell. And Bell bred a lot of champions for a lot of people. And I always thought about that when I crossed over and got out of those dogs into these dogs in the mid-90s. I said, I'm gonna love my own dogs. I'm gonna love these dogs like, you know, my own before I buy somebody else. And I started with dogs that ain't have no name, no pedigree, and no everybody ignored me and just looked at me like a backyard breeder. I kept breeding my own dogs over and over, and I kept liking colors and mixing them. And then I bought a Dutch Shepherd, and he was all right. But I ain't breeding him that much because I ain't like how he produced. He ain't give me what I wanted. I had Nico, and then I bought Neros. And then I brought Neros into the stuff. And I bought Carlos, and I put him in the stuff. And then I bred Carlos puppies to Neros, and Neros to Carlos children. Then I bought Quattro, and I had, then I said, I ain't buying no more dogs, though. I'm about the number one dog in the world 1, 2 times, and number one next blue dog. I don't need no more dog. I got the uncle, the nephew, and the great nephew.
Yeah.
What I need a dog for? All I need to do is cross them to all them dogs I had before that didn't have a name and wash it out a little bit. Cause them dogs didn't really have a pedigree. So when people look at my dogs, sometimes they'll see broken pedigrees and stuff in the back. Some of them I know, but they ain't in the database. There's too much. And so I started loving my own dogs, and I never bought a dog again.
That's funny you said that, man. I had you gonna force me to do this show early, the next show. I was talking about I had text you earlier, and I talked to 2 more breeders about it that breeding stuff and when does it become your line. So that's gonna be the next show with me and you. That's gonna be major. Yeah,
but I have to tell you guys, I started with Belgian Malinois. I started breeding them in 1996, 97. And I was mixing my Belgian Malinois. You know, I had a German Shepherd or West Cardigo line. I think I said Kango or Cardigo, something like that. I was mixing him to her, and I still had some of them game bred pit bulls, and I mixed them to that. And the pit bulls, the ears still stood up. And we played with them for a few years, and then I didn't like the way the body looked on the Shepherd. It looked like we took a Shepherd and pasted the Malinois together, so it had a big neck or a little head or the body. This never was right. One dog in a gant and one just free moves everywhere. Then I stopped doing that, and I kept sticking with more Belgian Malinois. Then I got Dutch Shepherds and mixing with the Malinois, and I went more to Dutch Shepherds. But I have done that since 1996, 97. It's 2024. You know how many generations of dogs, different lines, different dogs that I like. Some of them I didn't use in this, and I bred them, sold them that way, and did this way. Then start playing with colors with some of these good dogs.
Right.
That's a long time. I'm 8, 10, 11, 12 generations. I'm looking at a dog I got I have to write it down sometimes because, like on these pedigrees,
Mm-hmm.
I get to write it down. I'm looking at him, and I'm saying to myself, "Well, that's Castor Marcellus. That was Ludacris dog. Ludacris the rapper.
Yeah.
And Art had got that dog for him, and then they bred it to Marcella. Enzo was bad. Fire was bad. Then they produced Princess. Then they bred Tyson and Thea that came from Mexico together. I remember them. That was a long time ago. He came up with Batman. He was a killer. He killed himself. And then we bred him to Princess and came up with Sugar. And then that's Mozzie's mama. And then we bred Lil Zeus to Sugar. And Lil Zeus was off of Sugar, which was Batman. It was another dog named Bat and Princess. And that was, oh no, that's the same thing now, but it was Rolly, which was Zeus. And Zeus was out of Neros and Blue Isis. And then Diamond was out of that Nico stuff, the Elko stuff, bred to a daughter of Neros and Rose. That's way back here. I mean, see how many generations of dogs that I got?
You've been doing.
And all it was different dogs.
Yeah. And then you got to a point where you didn't even cross out no more.
No, I had so many dogs from different lines and different stuff till I bred them all kind of ways from back in '96, and then I just started phasing out the ones I didn't like structure. Mm-hmm. I went for the character first, and I started fixing the structure and the character and playing with them, getting them like I want them. And when they start producing, when they doing the same thing, I wasn't worried about all this. I have so many dogs. I had 40, 50 dogs. And getting from the family and relatives and friends and selling them and getting dogs back. It's just so many dogs, man. That some of these dogs I ain't even talk about, people don't know about.
Right.
But I have to go back and look at it and see how they were bred. I was looking at a pedigree. I said, wait a minute. You mean tell me Lil Neros was off of Makos? I knew it was Nero's Blue, Nero's Emma, and Emma was Quattro's little mate sister, bred to Nero's mama, little mate brother. I knew they was lab bred. He was a double bred grandson of that stuff, but I didn't really remember. I remember Makos was a killer. So that's why I said he was a killer. I said Makos was his mama. Then I thought about I sure did breed Makos one time. We got one little off her. Cause I be forgetting my breedings.
Right. Hey, look at this comment. Joe, you might as well have the breeding show now. Go.
Okay. All right. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry. So let's check this out.
But hey, we gonna do that because I got so much. I done got in trouble, man. I got people.
So check this out, y'all. After I get this puppy, my first thing is I don't want to take my dog and drop him on the ground. So I carry my dog. Y'all ever notice on videos I walk around with a dog in my arms all the time. Mm-hmm. I don't want to give this dog a chance to run or don't come to me or be spooked. The average guy buy a puppy, the first thing they do go to Tractor Supply to get a leash and start walking it around and doing all that. You ain't got to force a dog to like you. Let him get hungry and you start pulling food from your jacket in your hand every now and then, a treat. One little tad bit to wet his gums. Start this real chicken, real meat, playing with different foods to see what he like the most. Because now you're trying to learn the dog. You're trying to understand the dog. Mm-hmm. So I carry him in my arms. I don't go to dog parks and put him down. You're asking for diseases. Yeah. Puppies will die. I don't care what inclinations, they still will die. Because all you're doing is giving them the virus and trying to build them up. But I done had dogs that got to a year old or 10 months old and got sick as a dog. But I know how to make them live, so they lived. Mm-hmm. So it take a dog to be in the world a whole year. It being exposed to all these bacteria and all these hidden viruses in the wind and the flowers, the ground, the dirt, to him to say, oh, he's solid. So keep that in mind, because your health got to be right. You got to feel good to play games and to run around. You got to feel good, and you got to live in order to continue to get to the end result. Because your first stage is you trying to teach this dog cues, sounds, sights, and get him comfortable with walking on the carpet and slick floors and going up and down the steps. I carry him in my arms, I put him on a step. in the middle and let him walk one or two. And I don't try to encourage him. I don't do all that. You know that smooching and stuff to me and baby talk to dogs. That's ebonics. That's ebonics for dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Straight out the box. I'm talking. Come here.
Solid commands.
Yes. No. I'm solid command. Dogs only know one syllable. They can get the two. But all that, bring your ass here, dog don't know what you said.
Yeah.
And anything after 3 seconds, the dog don't forget. And you talking about little puppies who are like little children, ADD, ADHD, short attention spans, into everything, spooked and trying to learn the environment and test the waters.
Let me cut you off for 1 second because I want to just take it back a little bit. Now, once we get that puppy home, one thing I tell people is when you go to the vet, when you talking about keeping them picked up, I tell them don't even set them down in the vet because the vet is a very
that's where all the sick dogs at.
Right. Then another thing is when we get that puppy home, are we going to put that puppy somewhere near us or is it?
Well, you know, let me tell you what I do because it's a choice from that point. If you want him to sleep in the bed with you, lay in the bathtub with you, if that makes you feel better, whatever it do makes you feel better, to cleanse your spirit, make you feel like you know, clear your anxieties, then do it. So be it. I put my dog in not the kennel, not the cage, the steel ones, because their dogs will bark a lot in them. They want to feel like they're in a cubby hole. And they little cage. I don't want no big old giant cage. I want something just right for him. Make him not want to use the bathroom in it. Yeah. I like to get a shirt of mine, or old shirt I ain't washed from a couple of days ago. I don't care nothing about a t-shirt, and I put it in there so he can lay on it. I might even have hay in there so when he pee, it go down to the bottom, and the feces will stay in one spot, and I can probably grab it the next morning if he used the bathroom. But I'm gonna create a schedule. I'm gonna keep coming in that cage, calling his name. As soon as I call his name, open the cage, and I'm gonna grab him. I'm not gonna let him walk. Take him outside. I'm gonna say, hurry. When he use the bathroom, I'm gonna leave it right there, and that's the same spot I'm gonna take him to. As soon as he use the bathroom, I'm gonna pick him up.
And are you marking anything at this stage?
Good boy. That's a good hurry from day one.
And you taking him to the exact spot you want him to poop.
Do
right?
your business. Hurry, boy. Yeah. Yes. That's a good boy. He's doing his business. I'm telling him what he's doing. I'm programming my dog from day one. As soon as he get through using that bathroom, I pick him up. Good boy. And I might run and put him right back in that cage. I ain't letting him run around my house. I ain't doing none of that.
That's right.
Because he's going to holler and scream because he's going to want to be with you. Because he's going to do that eventually when he realize that who you are, the game holder, the alpha, the leader, the food bringer, you know what I'm saying, the hot dog dispenser. He going to learn all of that. And he going to holler and scream because he alone. He going to howl. But the towel and the shirt sometimes calms him down.
So you said you taking him out, let it do his thing. You putting him back up. Yeah. Now, so what are you establishing? Anytime you come out of here, you're gonna learn something. Is that what you're doing?
Well, basically, when you come out of here, you use that bathroom. You relieve yourself. Don't use it in the cage. I'm teaching him that. And when I go to the cage, I call his name. Hey, puppy, 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 here, puppy, here, puppy, here. And then he come to the cage, I open the cage. So now he learning here. He learning my tones, my sounds. Good boy. Then I pick him up. I don't give him a chance to touch the floor and pee or run around in a circle and get excited and pee. I don't do none of that. No mistakes. I take him to the spot. Now, sometimes as soon as he get through the bathroom, I pick him up and I take him to a corner spot in the house. And a corner, that's the wall, and the door this way. I'm going to get this way, and I'm going to play the games right here with the ball with him in the little socket. I'm going to throw it over there. If he go get it, he got to come this way. Good boy. I'm conditioning him. That I'm the game. We're going to tug and we're going to play, and if you bring it to me, you get a treat. Soon as we play that 2 minutes, he might do it 1 time, 2 times. Soon the second time, the third time, he almost get it, don't do it. But as soon as he do it, I pick him up, put him back in the cage. I'm programming this puppy that I'm the game holder, the key holder of the game for playing games, having fun, using the bathroom, getting treats and rewards. And that's going to be his life.
Yeah. Because this show nice when you go out on walks and that shit you establish as a puppy, potty. He go right there. Right. Leave that shit out in the wood.
Right. Anyway, because dogs are they marking, telling dogs how old they are, when they'll be ready and seasoned, the breed, etc. They smelling all of this stuff. That's what they do, and they leaving messages. That's how they talk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
mark their territory, stuff like that, in areas that they get used to being in, and letting you know that, hey, don't come here. That's I'm old enough to breed and all that, kicking the dirt and kicking it across, all that stuff.
Right. So it when you got a puppy, there is no well, let me go back a little bit. What kind of collars are you using on your puppies at this point?
Well, if you ever notice with my dogs, I never ever really have collars on their neck. They always have these e-collars. You know, I use these e-collars on their neck, stuff like this.
Yeah.
Why
are you using those?
Well, the only thing I want to proof on my dog mainly is when I say here and you don't come. At first, some of them I might use this pulse. It vibrates. When I hit this and I'm saying here and it vibrate and tingle, and some of them learn to come if they're a long distance, they can't hear me. I hit that thing, they come looking for me, and I give them a treat. I program them for that. And the others that are a little older or whatever, and they know how to come after I done taught them that, even with little puppies, they might go get ready to sniff something, and I might zap them with a little, because I got a rotary dial here, and I might turn it just a little bit, and just a little buzz, just to spook them a little bit, and I say, Patuche, or leave it, because I want them to get the hell away from that. And they think that, oh, I better not do that. And when he say that, this gonna happen. I better get away from that.
Yeah, that's your emergency command.
That's my emergency command, and I hear, and I hit that button here, and they come running to me because they don't know where that come from. That's the first thing I teach my dogs. So no matter what they do, when they'll come. That's why you see all my videos, my dog be biting, they'll stop right in the middle, bite work like ain't nothing happened, like they ain't no fight.
Right.
Because you ain't got but a second to make it to me when I say here, or up here. You ain't got but a second because that thing coming.
Yeah.
If I proof them on that and I don't play around, they come. Now little puppies, I first condition them. I might have them on a long line or a retractable lead. I get a little tiny collar from PetSmart or Tractor Supply. But I got so many collars in here because I make equipment and stuff like that. And I done had so many dogs, and I don't sell my collars. Some people I get the collars to or whatever. I make them pay me to buy more. I keep a bunch of collars here, and so I'm recycling collars and leashes. All this stuff has been dogs way before that stuff, And so I get a little collar or a harness, and put the harness now. And on a retractable lead, I give a little puppy if I put him on the ground just to roll the ball out. And when he roll the ball out, that retractable gonna start coming back because I get the heavy weighted one, but not too big where the latch is big on his neck and it's heavy and it irritates him because collars already irritates puppies for a week or two. That's why they be scratching, trying to get it off.
Yeah, they can't stand that shit. Yeah.
You let him wear that and he'll get used to it. But I use the retractable to come back, or I'm using a long line that's not heavy. And that's what I use.
Gotcha. So what are your essential commands a puppy must learn?
Here.
Okay.
Leave it. Here.
All that can save his life too, can it?
Good boy.
Yeah.
Yes. The jackpot. Good boy. That's why you hear me say that annoying sound all the time on my video. I'm programming them. Yes. Good boy. I can say that my dog way down here finna you don't know he finna snap. A good boy. The hell he got down there?
Yeah.
I might have a tug toy. He don't know what I got. Because I got so much stuff in my pockets. Treats, toys. It ain't getting boring. Oh, I'm full. I don't need them damn sausages that he had last week. That stuff ain't no good. I got all kind of stuff I keep around here. It's everywhere. In every room, every house, I got all kind of stuff. He don't know what I got.
Is there ever a point where you move from the treats and the toys?
when we come out of that bathroom, that cage, I told you earlier, so when they get through using that bathroom, I pick him up, take him in the corner, and we playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
It's with toys,
Mm-hmm.
treats.
Right.
I might roll a treat out on the ground. But when he get ready, he ain't ate. I might have a piece of chicken, little blocks of chicken, little ball. Put it to his nose. Here, puppy, here. He comes. Yes. Oh, yes. Good boy. Look,
Right.
Look. I'll throw it in front of him. He go over there and grab it and snort. I'm teaching him to search. I'm teaching my dogs fundamentals. I'm imprinting.
Fundamentals, yeah.
I'm a whole different guy from you guys. I'm imprinting. I'm thinking about the police officers that call me. I'm thinking about the military guy might call me, one of these retired guys from one of these law enforcement entities. I'm talking about the businessman. The jack boy might call me. I don't know who calling me. I ain't discriminating against nobody's money.
Everything you teaching them as a puppy is setting them up for longer, bigger stuff as an adult.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Right. So, so you starting to teach your puppies this thing. What is there routines? Do puppies need routines to kind of settle in, or what do you think about that? I guess you got to have a routine because you got to go. Most people got to go.
The only routine for a new dog and a puppy that I'm going to keep housed in my house. For me, I have kennels. I got kennels for my puppies in a certain spot where I can get to them. They ain't over there with all them other dogs. No, they got their own big little house. They got a spot. So my dogs stay outside. They can use the bathroom what you want to get the feeder down low so they can get in. The bucket smaller, full of water, vitamins. They got access to it if I need to. If I want them to be on a feeder and look like I got to fatten them up because I feel like they're a little too down. And if they get sick, something might happen while I'm worming them myself too. But far as dogs that I'm going to bring in the house in the kennel, I'm going to keep going every hour on the hour. This is the lifestyle I live. I don't live nothing else. Ain't nothing more important than me doing this with my dog. When I hang up with y'all, I'm running outside taking my dog for a walk. Finna make him chase a ball or something. I'm trying to keep this on so it'll be second nature in the 2 or 3 months when I get out there in front of y'all, be like the next dog on the video. You trying to figure out how? Because anytime I think it, I go do it. Yeah. Every hour on the hour, even if it ain't for 30 seconds to 2 minutes.
It's routine. Yeah.
But the only thing routine for a little puppy you just got is going to that cage and keep picking him up, taking him to the spot till he learned that he can go out to use the bathroom.
Right.
So at some point, if he start whining and barking a lot, he might be telling you, it's time to go out. He don't figure it out because they're creatures of nature. They can't reason like you and I.
Right.
They're creatures of habit.
Right. And then doing that too, like you go back out there tonight. You got high energy dogs that need to burn that shit off, don't they?
Well, people say that, but I don't give a damn about their energy.
Yeah.
So I don't run to them saying, "Oh, they got to go out here." Like I have been taking. What's the other boy dog I play with all the time? When I was just talking about Mozzie. I wasn't taking Mozzie doing nothing for months till he was about 4 or 5 months old. I tried something, then I stopped, and then that was just a month and a half ago. I started playing with him again. So I played with him the other day, and normally Mozzie time with me is my 5-mile walk. But that's really Kodak's time. He cutting in Kodak's time. But I want to take him on a 5-mile walk because I said, look, these guys giving me $38K for this dog. And I'm also a business partner and some breeding programs and some stuff out there, laying out there in Oregon. So, hey, he finna go. Let me go ahead and take this young dog and training because he really from my line of one owner dog, like my house dog, my dog that stayed the business, doing the killer, the one I go get when you talking crazy. And I ain't got to tell him nothing. Just let him go. He gonna do that. He there for that. That's all he come for. But I said, let me get a little bit more control on him because he's not gonna be a pure demo dog, but he's a demo like enlightened.
Right.
Just a harder dog, more aloof and you gotta watch him because he could hurt somebody. You know, you gotta watch him.
Yeah. So, big bro, you walk your dogs in the wilderness a lot. I mean, I see them in the city too. But what does that do for you and your dogs when you walk them out on the trails in the woods and things?
Well, when I get these little puppies, every puppy gotta walk the Trail of Champions. Every dog walked that Trail of Champions, and all of them that created a high expectation. You got to be able to walk this trail and get your endurance up in your muscles. You get to walk that trail, and ain't no dogs, it's dogs and stuff be back there and people, but you can see them or you can hear them, and you'll be able to get a chance sometime to get your dog. But I'm saying, you get to smell all these odors. That's a different from being in the neighborhood in the city where all of them distractions is not the same. Taking a dog in the woods, you can let that leash go, let that little dog go, especially a little puppy, he ain't gonna run off, he gonna follow you.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, and in less than 2 weeks, if you walk him every day on them long trails, you ain't gotta teach him heel. He gonna be following you. He don't want to get lost.
No, yeah. Cause I can walk down there behind my house in the woods, and motherfuckers, boy, they ain't going too far. They smell all that coyote urine, probably even bobcat and mountain lion urine, everything back up in there.
They stay right there with you, don't they?
Yeah.
Look, he done trained.
Yeah.
While you walking, you can stop. When he turn his back like he looking or smelling something, you can let him smell the sense because that's gonna let him learn not to be afraid.
Right.
This gonna make him a better dog. I swear it is. It's gonna make him a good dog. And then as soon as he turn his back like he ain't puppy here.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes, yes, good boy. Now I might do that 20 times on that walk. So what have I solidified in all of that? I'm reinforcing through positive training to teach this puppy my voice, my tone. When I say this, I got something. You might come in, I might wiggle the ball and roll it, yes, and roll that ball. As soon as he come and he run and get that ball and I tug with him, I might get a little sock rolled up in the ball. With a string, with some string pulled through it. Every time he come back, it's something. He don't know. He can't anticipate what I got going on. I want what I got is more exciting than that urine and those smells on that trail. Yeah. And I got these little tiny little e-collars for like little house toy dogs. Our little dogs, when they 3 months old, 4 months old, they got on e-collars that's nice and powerful, but then for the toy dogs, and they're not toy e-collars. These are professional. Timing is very important with e-collar. If I say no, I want to hit as soon as I hit that button, not when you buy them cheap sports trainers from PetSmart and all these places online. You hit the button and a wall and a tree between you. You hit the button, wall like this, trying to make it go off.
Yeah.
All that that's ruin your training. Don't even buy that.
Right.
Never let him go. Keep him on a long line in a pincher or something, or choker. But I don't use none of them. I just use a flat collar.
Right.
I just pull them on because I'm stronger than them. I just enough to get their attention. As soon as they come, yes, still, and I got something for him.
Yeah.
Oh, this better than this go to him. I don't get drugged. So I'm teaching this dog everything is imprinting his mind, because the most important part of having a dog, the joy is when you got them trained, you can take them everywhere and you can control them. You see what I'm saying? It's care and control, animal care and control. You want to care for them the best, make sure you're a good manager and making sure they're eating the right nutrition and they don't get exposed to something or that could harm them or get themselves in harm's way by running off, getting ran over or jumped on by a dog or a cat. You got to be able to call them, make these sounds. The toy come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, as soon as he look at me and not enough to get his attention. All that and all that ain't gonna work, man. It work for a while, but when they get used to that and something else, you gotta always switch it up. It's almost like every day you meet a new chick, you gotta play a new game.
Yeah. So what does a solid diet look like for you when you're getting
For me, I'm a little different. I'm kind of like your like one of your hosts on the show, the guy, the younger guy that passed the pit bulls. I'm kind of like him. I'm going in the kitchen. I might go down to the meat man. The meat man, they gonna have me bandsaw meal, all kind of stuff they cook. Then I go to I hear to the Pet Paws, and they got all this meat, different organ meat and stuff like rabbit, duck, all kind of pork. I can get fish. I got all kind of stuff, deer. I got all this stuff in a log. It's like a 25, 30 pound. And I'm feeding my dog. I might drop that in there. One of them in there. I might have just a little bit of meat in that, raw meat in there. And then I might pour some dime on top of it. Then I might reach in and get me a handful of blueberries. I might open up to get the oatmeal, sprinkle a little bit of oatmeal on it. Not a lot, just a little bit. I might reach in there and give me some garlic. Just sprinkle some garlic on it to run them fleas off. I'm getting the oatmeal for the fiber. I want the pure meat and organ meat to make them strong. In the wild, the reason the alpha eat first because he trying to get the organ meat, the heart, the liver. He said he getting all the good meat. Mm-hmm. Then he let y'all eat after he done got that. That's why the alpha looks so much bigger than the other ones. Mm-hmm. Me and you eating dog meat. We eating dog meat and pork.
Yeah.
We're a little chubby. We ain't got all these muscles.
Yeah.
Them boys eating a lean muscle.
Lean meat, yeah.
They big, they strong. Almost like they shooting up steroids. Got that Hulk Hogan look, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that eating all that organ, you can't eat too much organ meat, but if you giving them a blend, that stuff, I might drop a handful of dog food in it, some dime, some hot water, maybe some chicken broth or some beef broth. I got all kind of that I might pour in there. I might give me a 3 cc's or 6 cc's of red cell and drop that on there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I might give me a banana. You don't need but a quarter because that's probiotics. So I might put banana in the blender with the fruit. All the fruit and the banana and stuff in the blender and blend it for a few minutes in a carrot or half a carrot and an egg with the shell. The shell, normally I take the shells and put it in a jar because the jar, once they dry out, you can blend them shells up and that's your calcium right there. Yeah. But, because you can get to them and if you get to them, for the most part, the body don't really break it down and come back out in the stool. Yeah. But it might shave off some worms or something.
So
I put all that in the blender, man, and pour it on my dog food.
Okay, so that was my next question. What kind of kibble you prefer?
That's what I'm telling you. I'm making it.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, if we was using straight kibble, because most of
straight dog food,
yeah,
the first 3 ingredients is what that bag really is, and because these people are making so much money, mainstream dog food is stuff like in the regular grocery store. That ain't nothing. So you get your dog food from the feed store. The feed store got a different kind of dog food. A small companies trying to build a name. They got the real product and they probably ain't cutting no corners. So I go with stuff like Dine, Taste of the Wild. Mm-hmm. I might play with my money ain't right, but they done got high too for health. The one in the teal bag and all that. The most protein, the most fat. Because I want my puppies to stay fat and get protein. So if they get sick, I done got them fat from the Dine and all the good stuff to where I can bring them back to life if they catch parvo or something. I ain't never lost a dog from parvo in my life since I've been a kid. Mm-hmm. If they got enough fat on them and I'm watching them and I can see the change in their mood and their behavior and I can start my process as if they got it, I can make them live if they got it. They're going to look a little bad, but not as bad as a dog that somebody ain't putting all that fat and protein in and keeping that stuff in full. So me walking my dogs a long way, keep them thirsty. So I got Dine. I'm putting Dine in the water. I'm putting Red Cell in the water. I hit them with Red Cell in the morning, I hit Red Cell in the evening, Red Cell in the evening, at night. I'm doing the same thing with Dine, Red Cell. I got some muscle builder. I'm putting that in there too. I'm hitting them 3 times. I'm on the schedule. I live like me and my dogs like they at the gym. I'm the coach. I'm the coach that's the football player. That's the running back right there. You know what I'm saying? Them right there, my wide receivers, them the defensive team over here. And they all getting the same thing. It depends on who looking like they need it.
Right.
and I'm gonna pour some oil and some coconut oil in my food. I don't care if it's regular dog food. I got that coconut oil, red cell on top of that, dime on top of that. I might even take the dime by itself and put it in the blender with a banana and some fruit, make it turn to a nice little smoothie like, and pour it down there, and they drink that, and then I give them their food, and then I might give them some kibble, like you say, and after they eat that, I might come in there with that meat. I don't even come outside with the meat because they smell it. They might not eat the kibble. And the ones acting like they don't want that and they fat stuffing food, I go in the house with a little bit of that dog food that'll blow them up and mix it in that little mix and bring that back out my hand full enough and put it right there and make them eat. So
Right.
that's a trick. I'm tricking my dogs, my puppies.
Yeah.
Little puppies, I'm feeding them from my pocket. I'm feeding them dog food. Taste of the Wild.
Taste of the Wild. I used to rock with Taste of the Wild when I was feeding kibble, but it started getting expensive.
But watch this. I'm finna mess your head up.
Mm-hmm.
And you already know this.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know this. All y'all out there in TV land know this. Go buy some pedigree, and you say, "Oh, these people dog look so good. They've been feeding pedigree. They talking like that's the best dog food in the world."
Mm-hmm.
Some Old Roy. They feeding their dog Old Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the best in the world. But me and you go feed a dog 3 big cups of that stuff, and they'll eat it like they ain't like they can eat it. You go get a half a cup of Taste of the Wild, they can't even eat it.
Mm-hmm. I used to rock with Taste of the Wild.
They go that cheap dog food. They use the bathroom 8 times.
Yep, and it's be all.
You might not even get it but once or twice.
Yep, and the coats would. I noticed the coats would be shiny and
And dog food.
Yep.
So a dog can't eat good dog food as much as that because it's filling him up. It's fulfilling. You might even skip a day and still maintain his weight because it's got more fat and protein and it's building him up. The other dog foods, they're corn. That's why your dog get light colored. He turn yellow like. Start shedding.
Yeah.
You are what you eat.
Yeah. Filler. Yeah.
And you spending the same amount of money because he gonna eat that whole bag of that cheap stuff fast.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't eat this over here. So they all really the same time span when you gotta go back to get it. And your dog live longer, feel better, look better, and producing good.
Yeah.
And for mama having carrying puppies and you feeding that good stuff, my dogs don't get skinny when they have babies. You'll be like, oh, them dogs fat, they gonna kill them, baby. They ain't never lose no weight. The dog losing weight because you got worms and you ain't feeding enough nutrients, no prenatal care, nothing. And then the little puppy you get from the man, the reason they so skinny got little puny legs because they wouldn't get nutrition when she carried them. Wouldn't get no extra nutrition while she was feeding them. And then when they weaned them, they ain't do no better. And now you trying to come behind all that.
Yeah.
The man was doing that from day one, from before they came in heat. And that's why they came in heat, because they had iron, high iron, a lot of protein, fats. The baby eating off that, the little puppies come out looking like little huskies. You ever see my puppies when they on there?
Yeah.
Like Rottweilers.
Right. Yeah.
My Dutch Shepherd got legs like Cane Corso.
Yeah.
Cane Corso.
Connie Corso. Hey, I got a big show. Tuesday. I'm gonna make an announcement. I'm gonna tell the world how to pronounce Connie Corso. Yeah, man. You sure right, man. I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me, or happened to us. Man, I was talking with another Corso breeder, and at the time I was feeding Victor. I hope they don't sue me.
I love Victor with all that oil on her.
Man, we was running into trouble.
Oh, I love it.
We was running into trouble with regular heat cycles on that shit.
My dogs, I ain't had no puppies, y'all, in 2 years. Them dogs, I've been having puppies off of my friends, other people dogs.
Yeah, I shit. Once we took them off that, everybody dogs went back in on a regular heat schedule.
Yeah, man, there was something going on with that dog food.
Yeah. That was some crazy shit. Yeah. It's getting kind of late. Hey guys, if y'all want some questions in, let's stay on.
Somebody tell you in this show, we finna do a 48-hour, 2 week, 48-hour marathon.
Boy, you know, I'm on that 4:30 wake up.
Knock on your door, man. Go holler at him, Puff.
Hey, we gonna put some shows together though, because we got to work. We ain't got no choice. We gotta we got a little momentum going. So everybody who been rocking with the channel, I'm gonna be reaching back out.
Cheaper dog food, more shit.
Yep.
Lucky Leo say more of this. Okay, Lucky Leo, I'm glad. I'll come back.
Yeah.
Coconut oil. Yeah, I use coconut oil. I even use that canola oil that you cook your food with, just a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting oil on my food. I might put water. I might put some flour and make a gravy with the flour and water and pour it on my food. I might go cook a pot of rice and blend up my carrots, because you give them a whole carrots, it's going to come back out in the stew like the eggs. So I blend it up, make a paste with the bananas and the blueberries. And I pour it on the dog food and the rice and the real meat and dog food and the egg, and I mix it up. Then I pour a little gravy on the top. I done made some gravy. My girl might cook some liver, and the gravy from that I pour it on. I'm saving them in little cups and jars. I'm tricking them, trying to keep them fat. And Vanguard interviews talked about having a high performance inbred male. I can't remember. CIOD. Well, let me tell you something, brother. I'm finna tell you something that's gonna mess your head up. Every dog is inbred and line bred. You can call it line bred, inbred, whatever it is, it's still the same thing. You can put a nice little name on it, much as you like. How you think you establish a line? They come up with a new dog, German Shepherd. They had to mix this dog and that dog. The Doberman, they had to mix this dog and that dog. Pit Bull, they had to mix this dog and that dog. Every dog came from some bunch of little mutts, and then you got to line breed them and inbreed them till you keep trying to make them look a certain way called a standard.
Yeah. Hey, keep talking, man. I got to go take a piss.
So all dogs line bred. You go do a genetic test like I do with my M-Bar. I done line bred, inbred, ain't no COI. What they was talking about, consistency of inbreeding, but these dogs I'm using, they can do that because they already mixed with Malinois, Dutch Shepherds, German Shepherds, and all kind of dogs. They're not like the Cocker Spaniel, which was America's dog, and German Shepherd came to America's dog, and people started inbreeding them like crazy, and Cocker Spaniel look so bad by the time they 3 months old. Some of them blind. It's a lot of dogs, the first American dogs that people love. They inbred, line breed. Don't let nobody fool you, man. They tell you not to do that. Everybody dog bred like that. I can hold some paperwork up on all kind of dogs, and I take you back 10 generations, and you'll see it so much how you think they came up with the line.
Mm-hmm. True.
So just try not to use dogs that are sick. When you get to talking about bulldogs, bull masters, pit bulls, all of them, the sickest dogs in the world. You'll get sick so fast, you better be careful how you treat them, how you raise them, and what you expose them to.
What dogs is that?
Pit bulls, Frenchies, all them type dogs.
Really?
Yeah, man, they'll get sick on you, man. Pavo is good.
Yeah.
Pavo will kill. You'll have some pit bull, game bred pit bulls, and you'll lose the whole lot. They were looking good yesterday.
Right.
Two things you want to be fighting if you out here breeding. Two things you want to be looking for: Cock City and Pavo in Florida.
Yeah.
Cock City and Pavo, and you got a large litter, and they sucking on each other private spots, and they ain't getting enough milk. That's where you're gonna get some bacteria. Cock City, and you ain't cleaned out the cage good enough. They be talking about environment. Environment is right there where they at in that hog house with them, sucking on each other's urine, and because they trying to, mama won't feed them. They hungry.
Yeah.
You ain't giving them no milk during that dying, and giving them stuff with the mama to keep them fat, stuff and full. And then in the winter and the summer, it's two different type of pup. Well, we're gonna talk about that in breeding.
Okay. Okay.
So,
yeah.
What you think about Presa Canaria?
Hold on. Let me pull that up. What I think about Presa Canarias, like what I hear about most dogs, you have some issues. You see some guys. One thing I hear about is teeth falling out. But I know D-Berry, y'all know D-Berry, Richard D-Berry. I do that podcast with him, and he's been on this show before too. But do OFA his dental, what do you call that shit?
OFA for the hips and the elbow.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, but
all nice, thick, look like they.
Do you know you can do an M-Bar blood test on your dog, and that them scientists can tell you if your dog a carrier or if he got it, when he gonna get it.
Yeah.
Man, go do an inbox test for $160. Y'all ain't got to guess.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's
I do it on all my dogs. If I show you my Dutch Shepherds and how I bred them and show you they come up with them bad Guardian Shepherd dogs and they go to talking that mess, I'll shut them down so fast, my dogs don't carry nothing. They ain't got nothing. All that their head gonna be right because you breeding blue dogs. That's a recessive gene and they know to do that. What you talking about? Must be in the pit bull or the blue heeler, but not in these line of dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamal, you're right, man. Raw food, they be healthy and kicking. My dog Kodak so big because I fed him so much raw food. He ain't never really ate nothing else but raw food and all that. I don't even like my dog that big, man. He's so wide, so big. He's to another dog. He's so big in my Jeep, in my truck, and car. He ain't have him that got had a whole back seat. He's slobbering. His tail so strong, so big, hit me in the head when I'm at the stoplight. I ain't never feed my dogs raw again.
All mine on raw and the bones.
Man, I'm gonna keep my dog small. I want my dog regular.
I have to skip a day sometime because of that. Because that shit will
blow
swell
him up.
Yeah, shit.
If you got a dog that's wormed out on schedule every 21 days, you worming them, giving them Ivomec and Panacur. And if you're getting the Equimax, it has Benzodol and Ivomec together, so you ain't got to give them Strongyl T. But them three things, Strongyl T, Panacur, and Ivomec, you give your dog that, hit them every 21 days or every 30 days, and hit them with the Panacur 3 days in a row, and the eggs hatch in 14 days. So hit them again in the 14th if your dog a little sick, just to make sure for 3 days with that Panacur, and then hit them again on the first next month. Then at 30 days they'll be right. Then you'll start seeing some different. Once you worm them out real good, they have no parasites in their body. Then you feed them good dog food. You'll watch him blow up. All you gotta do is walk him just a little bit. You ain't gotta work him hard. He'll blow up. You give him vitamins. Let
me ask you this, brother. Like I know you was just talking about your worm schedule every 21 days. Is your fight a little bit harder with parasites and stuff? Being on your location is warmer in Florida?
No, the only thing you gotta worry about in Florida is mosquitoes. So make sure you give your dogs Ivomec because like the worms, mosquitoes bite your dog and then they go in his bloodstream. So now it's in his veins and then they go to the heart. So if he got heartworms, you give him a whole bunch of medicine. The worm's gonna die right there in the heart and clog him up and kill him. So you gotta kill him a little bit at a time so it can dissolve and all that. You don't want to rush. That's why.
Right.
Now, if you got fleas and you ain't flea, I got banana trees everywhere. It look like Costa Rica when y'all look on my videos.
Yeah.
Like a little order, it run off fleas. I keep my dogs off the ground. I don't go around people. And when they go in the woods, I spray them before we go in the woods with the tick and flea stuff, and I wash them when they come back.
Yeah, I'll use horse spray.
Yeah. I wash my dogs too. I make my own little shampoos and stuff. Got a little bleaching and all kind of stuff in it.
Yeah.
But I wash them. So a dog get fleas and he go to bite me. Then when he swallow that flea, turn into a larvae. There you take worm.
There you go. And then too, something you said, get them damn dogs up off the ground.
Yeah.
Life is much easier. Get them damn dogs off that ground.
Like off the ground, bro. And I build a deck and put my tractor supply kennels on the deck.
That's what I do.
They pee, go down to the ground, and I clean up from under there, and take the feces and throw it on the tree. Banana trees make banana trees grow because banana trees are like pigs. They want anything. They scavengers.
Yep. That's exactly how my kennels are built. Yes, sir. Let me get this one. I got a 4-month-old. He means Presser Canary. He is too friendly. How can I let him know everyone is not his friend? I've been trying to stop it ever since I got him at 7 weeks. Sound like he needs some training, don't he, brother?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Hey, listen. First, I want to say this to you. Don't worry about if a dog friendly or not. Y'all got it wrong, man. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. It depends on what dog you got. Like my dog, I know my bloodline. So y'all know my dogs. Every puppy, I got puppy after puppy on video working. So you know they work, right? You know they'll bite. You know they got drives. You can play games and make them chase the prey item, and you can teach them to bite through prey. Okay, but remember, if you make your dog, if you take a little puppy and you make people do stuff to him, pushing his head, you're gonna make the dog nervous. He already is gonna want to bite everybody, quick movement, kids, old lady with the stick and wheelchair, all that, gonna eat them up. You can't take a dog like that and sell it to law enforcement or somebody. If say you got 10 guys, you want to sell it to police. I'm different from what you're doing. You got 10 guys on the ground. If that dog want to kill people and attack, he can't focus on finding the dope in their pocket because he's trying to bite him. Don't think that a dog, because he too friendly, he ain't good. I like a dog that is friendly, outgoing. I can make him run up to you and sniff you in your white pocket. Give it Ken. I tell him something crazy. You don't even know what I told him. He walking all around the property. He on the car. He sniffing piss. You think he doing that? He looking. But a dog that you done made not friendly and ain't friendly ain't gonna work like that too. He too scared. He too spooked everything. He can't focus. He know the game, but he can't focus. So don't think that you don't need your dog to be friendly. You need an outgoing social dog in order to play every game there is, to dive in the water, everything, to jump up on stuff, to go up under stuff. Don't hesitate. You want him super friendly, but you want to wait till this dog get grown. 2 years old, at least 2.5, before you start playing these defense games.
Right.
Play prey games to build his drive and to teach him how to fight. Teach him the fundamentals on how to grip, re-grip, focus, drive, and grip. Some guys don't like that because if you do that too long, too much, you get a dog that's high and prey. You know what I'm saying? He become a prey monster. So now he can take a lot of abuse and make it look like he in defense, but he's not really. He just can take that abuse because he know that he's still going to be able to do what he want to do. So you just got to know when to back out of that and play other games that look more like defense, like at nighttime, you on the porch, somebody at a distance, hitting the gate, making bars, shaking pennies, and they run off, do that 2 times, and that's it. Leave it alone. Y'all moving too fast. You got 13 years to do this. Take your time. Me, my dogs got so much civil drive in them, I don't have to play prey drive games when they naturally want to bite. I did that on a live video when I pulled out Monty. My dog want to bite already, so my dogs, if you play those kind of games, is overkill. So with them, you want them to be nice and friendly, because if they do intimidate them, or you put a trigger word on the word bite, which you know what bite means, the aggressive man coming to do something to piss him off, they want to do that. So it's about getting a puppy from the right person and knowing the bloodline. Like this guy asked about the American Bulldogs, which was the Scott line. I don't know nothing about those dogs, but whatever you learn about them, learn about what the genetics, what they mimic in their genetics, and which one suits for what you're going to use it for before you go out and get a line. Well, no matter what it is, Scott, Joe, Tom line, whoever. Right. Know the dogs, know what they do. Watch the mom and dad, tell them to ask them what they do, what the dogs before them did. Go back and talk to the people with the dogs behind that, learn what they did, and then when you get the puppy, you already know what the puppy capable of doing and should be doing, and you just train that, what you planned on using it for.
Right. This Henry Burson III, do you recommend
Brunson? That you talked to Henry on the phone, I think, before with me.
Oh, that's him? Okay. Brunson. Do you recommend vaccinating your own dog?
Hey, man, don't answer nothing Henry talk about. He gonna ask me the same question for 22 years. Yeah. Just put the deposit down on his dog. So why don't be asking me no damn question you done talked about before?
Yeah. I'm always gonna tell him
he's a school teacher. We don't need to teach him nothing.
I'm always gonna tell him go to the vet.
No, you asked me that, Mr. Brunson III. You asked me that, and I told you that if you want to get you a city license and tag, you need to go to the vet and give your dog some inhalation. But me, I give my dogs my own shots if I want to. My dog, Pup, my Kodak and all them had parvo, and they ain't never need no shots. I ain't never give it to them. I only get city license tag, the rabies shot.
Right.
If you want to run to the vet, go to the vet. If you don't know nothing about dogs and you ain't
Go to
working
vet.
all right, go to the vet.
Go to
Get
vet.
that
Yeah.
pay them that money to run a test on them, so
Yeah.
you ain't gotta guess. If they're acting sick, don't sit home and try to run up a home remedy and come running asking us because it might be too late.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
to the vet. Go to the vet. But if you got a nice healthy dog and you doing what we told you on this thing tonight about keeping your dog in your arms, don't take him places, don't let nobody come petting him, giving him all these diseases. I'm protecting him from that. I'm not trying to not let my dog pet people because I want to be nice. And at some point, just remember, with raising a puppy, carrying him in your arms in Walmart and Home Depot, and him just seeing people is enough socialization that he don't need to be petted and rolling on the ground and letting everybody touch him. If you want to let a kid or two touch him for whatever reason, do it. But you don't have to do all of that. Just taking him everywhere he's seeing people, he gonna say this oh shit. Well, they ain't bothering me. It's all right to come in here. So he ain't gonna growl at them. But if he come in there and they spook him or whatever and he growl and he gonna want to bite. I don't let my dog walk in none of these places in a leash. I have him in my arms or in the basket. I don't give him a chance to run. I don't give him a chance to make no decision mentally, and he physically try to do it. Because if a dog choose to run, he gonna always run. You can mask it, but put pressure on him in the right situation, he'll do it again. But if you want to learn the dog, take him these places in your arm, let him see these people, let 1 or 2 people pet him, tell him don't talk to him, don't rub him across the head and you talking to him. You want to pet him, rub him on the back and talk to me. And then go on about your business. 4 or 5 times of that, a week or 2 of that is enough. Anything over that, you're going to be asking for him to run up to people with his wagging like that. If he give him a treat, falling, all that, you can't get him to do nothing. You tell him to get him, he talking about get what? Get the biscuit out of his pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. But go to the vet.
Okay.
Use
diatomaceous earth.
Never heard of it.
Well, I've used it as a feed through, and I also threw that shit around my dog pens, but I quit using that shit. If you worming them and all that. Huh?
I was gonna say Karaka Kit bleach every day, not every week. If you can afford bleach.
Wait. Where you see that at?
What that Karak Kit.
Crockett, yeah.
Yeah, and listen, bleach went up. Bleach used to be $1 in the dollar store and all that, but get the top shelf bleach. But if you need to kill some virus and all that, you're gonna have to get Clorox. But if you can get some bleach go to Home Depot in the back, that pool bleach and other stuff is cheaper. You get that big bleach and spray it, and you keep your dog. It's gonna make the wood look better on your in your pen. It's gonna eat it off. It's gonna kill all that. Spray that. Get your if you're getting Clorox and all that, get your little cap full and drop it in your dog water, and that ain't gonna help. It'll help him. It ain't gonna kill him. You know, one little cap, half a cap full, and that whole gallon, 2 gallons of water, that clear the water up like bleach in a pool.
Yeah. You drink that pool water, you ain't died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. You know what I do with my pens? I get me one of those. Every now and again, I pressure wash it, all those bowls and stuff. But I get me one of those foamers you hook to the hose. Put that foam on it because I feed a lot of raw. I have to disinfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty heavy.
I don't need see how I do it. I got a feeder. I put the food in there. I don't put nothing on it so it don't bring no ants, and I constantly throw that stuff down on the ground so it kills surround the ants so they don't climb up the cage on a different spot and have a line. And you trying to figure out how they done got in the food bowl. And they raw meat, I put it in little bowls. Them little bowls, dog bowl, the 10 bowl. And when they don't eat right then in 4 or 5 minutes down here in this heat, the fly, soon as the fly land, he blowing. If you don't believe that, take a pot in the house and sit it on the porch and cover it up and watch that little, otherwise you see them little eggs start to growing in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So when he don't eat, I give it to another dog and I keep it moving.
Odoban will kill all viruses and help with flies and smell.
I don't know about that, but I know Odoban will sure make your yard smell good if you got a stink ass yard.
But I'm gonna tell you something about disinfecting, y'all, because this is my kind of my expertise. Read the back of that damn bottle. When you put that Odoban and stuff like that, you have to let it dwell for a minute to do some really good killing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like the bleach. You put
Right.
bleach on one of them sprayers with water, it don't do the same when you put it in a pump sprayer and spray it and let
Put
it
it on there. Yeah.
come
Yeah.
back 3 minutes later and be like, ate all that
Right.
bacteria off the wood. The wood
Right.
is brand new.
Right. Because you got to think about it. There's cleaning. That's just soap and water. There's disinfectant. You killing viruses and everything. And then you sanitizing. Sanitizing is what makes it food safe, you know, and things like that. So yeah, you want to keep that in mind. Read them down instructions.
Yeah, lucky Leo, I do. I sell training DVDs.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
$5, $45. Vanguard.
Yep, y'all don't know that. Yeah, he sell videos like if you got, you know, issues, you know.
I sell training gear. I make puppy bite sleeves, adult bite sleeves, any stage. You tell me your dogs, I listen to you. You tell me the level your dog on, where you at in training. I make a sleeve that'll work in your program, chug toys, all of that.
Consultation calls.
Yes, sir. $65 per 25 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't make straight A's in school. I tell y'all that. Diatomaceous earth is good for lawns, kills flea, larvae. The vet I was employed used it on the premise. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'll throw it around my pen sometime.
I throw it. Yeah, I throw. I actually, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I throw this stuff that kill off the ants and spiders up under there, and
Heaven dust.
I might do that, but I got all these banana trees and stuff around here. But my dog's off the ground, and I spray bleach every day. But I also get those chemicals with that was menthol in it, and the other one. It's another one they got. I forgot what it's called. And I meet from the feed store, and I get that stuff, and I spray my yards like once a month or every twice a month. I'm always spending money in these dogs.
Yeah. I treat my yard. I treat the perimeter of their yard. You got to do that.
I don't let people come to my place, so I don't never have no problem.
Right. What you use for flies, bro?
Nothing. Because if you go and put them little bags up, you bringing more flies. That stink odor in the air, bringing them.
Yeah.
They're going to never kill all the flies in the world. So what you do, don't be putting no house food, raw food, down on the ground and the dog don't eat right there when you watching them, then move to the next dog. Or if you put them in a pack, they're going to fight because that raw meat going to bring out the savage in them.
Oh, yeah, they're going to act up.
So that's what you do. You feed them, you watch them right then. And when they get full and they go, if a dog don't want to eat the rest of them leg quarters, whatever, I grab it from him and throw it to the big boy.
Yep. How I fight flies, I used to fight flies with those green bags, but you're right. It just, once I changed to raw, first off, my poop went all the way down and I cut out 90% of my flies.
But you ain't going to get no flies unless your dog got blood in his stool, worms. Flies don't really land on no dog shit. Listen to me. Flies don't really come landing on dog shit. They don't.
Somebody clip this out. Somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm telling them make a clip.
Listen, and I'm telling all y'all, go try what I'm telling y'all, and y'all gonna say, dang, he telling the truth. Worm your dog out real good. If your dog's stool loose, if it's a little bit hard and then some of it's loose, it ain't always because you mixing up his dog food. If he got worms, that's why. If a puppy used the bathroom and a whole bunch of flies come, that's because them worms eating in his intestinal walls and he got blood or some kind of something in his gut that's stinking up, that's making them come. Treat him. Give him some Albon. Give him some worm medicine, clean him out, take him to the vet, make sure he ain't got coccidia or nothing, and make sure he ain't got no worms. Now, once you do that, the only time you're going to see flies come hanging around dogs stool a lot if you're giving them fish. If you give him some fish and fish oil, it stink a little bit, so it'll make them come. But for the most part, when a dog uses bathroom, you going to see one or two flies come, but not really, because it ain't nothing there.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Why you don't see flies on dog stool that's already on the ground when you walk by it?
I've seen flies on dog shit, especially
not on your dogs.
Huh?
If you worm them, it ain't on your dogs because your dogs probably wormed out.
Yeah, but yeah. But I've seen flies on shit, brother. I mean, it's like a big sand.
A whole bunch of flies.
Not a whole bunch. Yeah, hell yeah. Shit, I seen flies.
I'll tell you something in their store. I promise
But
you.
I tell you this. When
That's why I keep my dogs with health, because if I see flies, I get scared.
that's something to think about. Now, I tell you on that raw, I don't see hardly any flies. So
They come out white.
huh?
It come out white and hard as a rock.
Yeah, some of it come out fatty now. Then you have that bone come out a little later, and it be a little bit, it'd be white and hard.
If you get a house blend from them people who make that meat for the dogs and not us mixing up thinking we doing the ratio right,
Yeah,
most of the time it's gonna come out rock hard, and maybe it might use the bathroom maybe every other day or so, and it's gonna be white, and it's gonna be like a rock. I can throw it at you and bust your head wide open.
right. And it comes out like a rock.
Yeah.
But I tell you too, another thing about those flies, I don't feed my dogs to nighttime.
Yeah, flies don't be out as much as night.
I feed them. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about them taking them bones down. And it's been cooler. The flies been lesser right now, so I've been
bring out that raw chicken and all that. You bring flies.
Boy.
You bring the flies.
Yeah, we be looking like one of them little them African commercials, all them damn flies flying around. Yes, no offense, no one.
Hey, one love to all our brothers over there in Africa for watching the videos. We love you.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate the support everywhere around the world. All our brothers from every ethnicity.
That's
and,
right.
and sisters too. We appreciate y'all, man. Without y'all, we can't grow. And that's why we're linking up doing this today to get a bigger audience, to broaden everything that we do and to get the information out there to let you guys know that we're here providing a service. We're breeding dogs, we're selling equipment, we're selling nutrition, vitamins, oils, everything that you can think of. One of us are partaking in some kind of venture.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And you guys over there, reach out to me. I did do one with Johan, a Border breeder. But yeah, we all over the diaspora. Y'all can hit me up. Y'all got something going, something unique going, and we'll check you out. Y'all want to come on? This is worldwide, baby, worldwide.
Yeah, Oaktown, my Dutch Shepherds and stuff don't shed hair. Now you get a long-haired Malinois with the hair hanging off the back end, then you liable to get some hair hanging and stuff. A lot of hair. But for the most part, Dutch Shepherds from KNPV lines with the small, sleek hair that's short, they don't shed. You won't even never see the hair. They like pit bulls. You won't never see hair in your house unless you got a sofa and he laying on your sofa for years, and then you can look at it and see it,
Yeah.
The dog don't really shed that much unless he got worms. I keep going back to that again.
Yeah.
We're talking about how to raise your puppy is about animal care and control. If your dog got worms and you feed him cheap corn, he gonna shed every time you touch him. His hair gonna fall off. He ain't getting enough oil in his body. You ain't doing something right. You feeding cheap dog food, then you got to use all these supplements that I talked about tonight. If you feed good dog food and you giving them supplements I'm talking about tonight, you're gonna blow him up and make him look like Hulk Hogan. But if you feeding cheap dog food and you wanted to get the cheap dog food to make it do almost close to good dog food, that corn and all that, you better use red cell. You better use wheat germ oil. You better use cod liver oil. You better use coconut oil, bananas, blueberries, a little beef added meat. Don't use canned dog food because it's full of water. They're gonna use the bathroom all day long.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, hey, if y'all don't agree with something said, don't call me.
Talking about our experience.
Boy,
that's why I'm not funny.
Yeah. Is that Chuck? Yeah, Chuck Spears. You damn Skippy. That's a smart man. You walk empty that dog out. Shit. Especially you live in the woods like me. I ain't picking it up. My dog's on raw. He never had diarrhea for his entire 4 years of life. No allergies, injury, or
I know. That's right. Because dog food ain't nothing but cheap corn. And when I told y'all earlier, I said there's commercial mainstream dog food that's in Winn-Dixie, Walmart, all these other stores, and then there's dog food that comes from feed stores. Sure, sure, dog foods like Blue Buffalo and all them, they done came kind of commercial and they in Walmart and stuff like that. But it's high dollar. That's the high dollar that you can get. But for the most part, good dog food are at the feed stores where they sell cow, horse grain, and all that.
Yeah.
Read the back of the thing. Look at the fat. Look at the protein on your bag. Try to buy the one that got the most fat and high protein in it.
Yeah.
And make sure the first 3 ingredients say chicken, not chicken meal or chicken byproduct. But if you got to go with the meal over the byproduct, cool. So one of them is the guts and the dog meat. The other one could be the brains, the feather, or anything. So you want to say meat, bison, not bison meal or bison byproduct. I'd rather have bison meal than byproduct.
Right. Big J the Don. What do you guys recommend buyers feed their puppies after just buying them and taking them home? Hey, let me answer that one first. I don't suggest changing the food for a while. Stay on the food the breeder got them on, and because one of the first signs of a problem is diarrhea. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, change the dog food. But I can tell you this: if you buying from guys like you and I, we already feeding the right thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go home and give them some good stuff, just give them some good stuff. If you feed them a little bit of food from your hand and not too much of it, you ain't gonna get no diarrhea. If you give him a whole bowl of something and let him eat, overindulge in it, and it's something new, he might get upset stomach. You start feeding him cheap dog food and all that other stuff, it's gonna happen. When you feed him that good stuff, you might not see really much of a change.
Right.
So I get my dog from a breeder. I don't care what they say. I worm him the next night. I'm ready for him to use the bathroom so I can see a worm fall out of his stool.
Oh my God. Yeah, you better worm him when you get him from a breeder. Shit, man. I mean,
I'm there. I got it in the car. I'm putting it in his mouth. By the time he gets home, he ready to use the bathroom. But I ain't bought a dog from somebody in years. Chuck is asking how to treat fly bites. So if it's on man, like I wash my dogs with mane and tail, and plus I make shampoo and stuff, and I put all kind of stuff in. I got oils in it, and I put a little bleach on my dogs with shampoo and Dawn at first, and then put on a quick second. I wash it all off.
Degreasing, yeah.
You put that degreasing, and you leave that bleach on them too long, they're gonna be jumping. You're gonna burn the nuts on the dog.
Yeah,
get them up. So you want to put that little bleach on it. You want to kill all the fleas and parasites. Get them off with some Dawn. Mix in some Dawn lemon fresh joy, some lemon juice in there, and I shake it up. I done mixed it up, and I put it on him, and I wash him off. That's the first one. That Dawn, they use that when birds got oil on them. So, I'm degreasing it. Then I put my horse and mane on it real heavy and let it lather and sit there for 3 or 4 minutes. And I wash it off, and I do it one more time, and I'm scrubbing him with a little scrub brush. And then I let that sit on in about 10 minutes. When I wash him off, I take him for a walk. He's show ready. I go take some pictures, do a dog video for Doug now.
Does a working dog have to be a pure breed?
No, because we mix Belgian Malinois with Dutch Shepherds. You can mix a pit bull with a German Shepherd or a Dutch Shepherd, and it'll still work. If two dogs come from working lines and you breed them together, you're gonna get a working dog. You just got a mixed working dog that's gonna get traits and characteristics from that breed, because every breed was bred for a specific purpose. So these dogs were bred to do this, and this dog was bred to do this. Now you're gonna be all over the place with a little bit of this and a little of that. They never really do what you think they're gonna do. They just do something different.
Right. Hey, Big J the Don, watch this episode from beginning. He covered that. I use
we already give y'all 32 minutes of overtime. Right now, y'all should be giving us a cash out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Cash out out there.
Hey, make sure y'all hitting the like button and share, man. Help us out.
Then I go over there to I go over to these other brothers' channel, and next thing you know, they collecting up. We don't even get $3. Doug, the only person be sending something to me, and probably you too. And these guys don't do. We giving all this free information for free. So
And become a member. Become a member. That will help
that's
me.
right. We want to be able to wake up tomorrow and at least be able to afford a coffee.
Right.
How that sound? We ain't trying to get rich.
Yeah. It's and they kind of help us play for some like apps we have to have to show this stuff to y'all and hook up to 2 channels. I mean, any little thing will help, Let me see. Let me run through these real quick. I fed my Corso from day one when he was 7.5 weeks. Okay. I use cleaning products every day. Laugh out loud doesn't always equate to dirty, sir. House of Dragon, Rottweilers, deworm for sure as soon as the dogs get home. Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. A bleach bath. Don't let it get in his eyes. I try not to go to the back of his top of his head back here. And what I put up here, I lather it from my hand and get it off him real fast.
Yeah. Chuck Spears, I can't remember the brand, but most pet stores usually have ointment for fly bites. Yeah.
Yeah, they got man. You can buy all kind of stuff for them to get the fly bite, but don't worry about it. Just wash the dog and keep the dog sprayed down. A dog can heal itself. I don't care if you got his arm tore from a pig. You ain't really got to staple him up and do nothing. He'll heal himself over time. But if you want him to heal faster, give him some penicillin, stitch him up, put some cut heal or some other ointment on there. New stock and all that other stuff works.
Right. Yeah. You got to have that stuff on hand, especially when you have dogs that might get to fighting back there. You know how it is, especially when you get big dogs. They gonna do some damage.
Yeah, and my big dog, I never ever have to really give them penicillin shots, do all that stuff because I ain't got no bulldogs and dogs that want to kill each other. Right. But it helps.
yeah, you're right. How do you feed if you're looking to build muscle on your dog? Hey, watch the show over.
Meat, protein, and fat. Iron, and keep working them with vitamins.
This is Velocity Connie Corso. This is my neighbor down the street. Very seasoned breeder. I'm trying to get him on the show, y'all. You ought to see that. Y'all don't know who this man is, man. This man got a lot of history behind him, a ton of history, several registries, several very knowledgeable American Bulldog, all that stuff. It's called Flies Off Ointment, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that stuff at the feed store that's for horses work damn good on your dog. It's all the same thing. They all making the same. They just got a new label on the back of it. It's the same stuff. If you give them medicine, just know don't overdo it. Just do a little fingertip on the worm medicine stuff. It all the same stuff.
What you doing tomorrow night? You busy tomorrow night?
I ain't never busy when it comes to this dog talk, man, and this building this business and this brand.
Yes.
So in another hour or two, I need to wake up 4 a.m. They call me and I'm gonna get up and we're gonna get right back on.
Hey, so I got wrestling practice tomorrow. If you wanna do the breeding one tomorrow, just go and give it to him.
Yeah, man, we can give it to him. Just call me. I'm looking forward to continue building this relationship and giving the information to people. I hear like Chuck Spears, Street Rossi, Greg, House of Dragon Rottweilers, Ikio or Yoshida. Anybody that come on here want to listen, I'm gonna spit the gospel. And for y'all who come like later when we go on and watching it, it's for you too. I'm Vanguard K9, the world's grandmaster, the world's greatest puppy imprinter with some of the world's greatest working puppies, and of course you, the world's greatest working friends with NWA, Connie Corsos.
There we go.
Calling them Cane Corsos, Connie Corsos, Italian Masters, whatever y'all want to call them. Yeah, we here for you.
Yeah, hey, that's right. And let me give a personal thanks and shout out to it's a lot of breeders that don't want to come on the show. That seasoned, knowledgeable breeders, because they just, man, I don't want to argue about this shit, and they really know they shit and they guide me. I can call them up, man. I just want to say I ain't gonna put no names out, but I want to tell you I appreciate all of you guys. And we'll be back. I'll set the date 8:15 tomorrow Central Standard Time. That's 9:15 for you, big bro.
Ooh, you sound like a radio host when you did that. At the top of the hour.
I want all you back tomorrow at 8:15.
You sound like you were going to play Kenny Rogers right after that. Rhinestone Cowboy.
8:15 on NWA.
Hey, y'all make sure
Negroes with aggression.
Y'all make sure y'all go over there to my Instagram page, Vanguard K9 _training. and click like. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube too. I'm on Facebook. Y'all come to all my social media. Make sure y'all click because my numbers, I want them to grow. I'm telling y'all, I've been on here before any of y'all knew about YouTube.
Yeah.
And I swear I'm still at 30,000. This like 30,000.
Yeah.
Man, I feel so. How my friend come home from prison, start lifting weights on YouTube. He got a plaque already.
Already. Yeah.
I got two friends. My other little homeboy, I talked to him, and he did the same thing. Even Birdman brother, I talked to Birdman step brother. He got him a plaque.
Oh, really?
He just got out of prison about 4 or 5 months ago. Y'all was calling him a snitch.
Oh, you talking about? I know who you talking about. Yeah.
And I told him, hey, man, just keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
And now he got a plaque. So how the hell I've been on YouTube since 2010 and I ain't got no plaque yet either. And
they gonna get us a plaque because hey man, what's happening now? It's been the biggest collaborations ever on this dog stuff.
Yeah, man, I love it especially when you get. I love all people. I don't care who it is. You got guys that I've been watching for day one, and you got. I started. I'm just gonna put it. Can I say names? It's all right.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I watch. Yeah, go ahead.
Like for instance, I don't really watch nobody on YouTube. I'm being honest with you. That I don't really watch nobody because I'm busy.
We know.
With my own thing. Yeah. But I have, sometime in my days, I used to look at Lil Berg when I was a young boy. He an old man, and then I started looking at little Mike Ellis. He came and he brought him in when he got a little older, and he just wanted to film and do a mass production.
He's been on the show, right?
Yeah, I know. And Mike Ellis is really a good guy, knowledgeable about sports and animal behaviors and modification. And he can articulate way much better than I can, about these things. And I've watched Robert a few times. And I like watching Goofy. And Goofy's old. If you're watching, I know you guys that may watch upon the show. I used to like to watch Goofy train with Robert. And then but like I say, these guys got a huge following. But then I see the brothers doing stuff like you and the guy in the Doberman thing world and and Pitbull, Bullet.
Jordan.
Yeah, and doing the thing. When I see y'all guys, I go and look at the channel and see what they're doing. And I say it's good to see people from different parts of the world with different thoughts, different perspectives, can at least still be on the phone and agree to disagree and just share their experiences, what they think, without all the hate, because there's a lot of hate in that Pitbull world, And then you got, I watch, and I got another guy that I'm real close to. He always talking. I got Mike Scott, and he supports me a lot, and the other guy, he does support me a lot, PBK. And so, I watch these guys, different guys, for different reasons. And they give me inspiration to do what I do. Not necessarily that I always agree with everything they think or they do. I just get inspiration. So you guys are inspiration in the dog world. If I talked about you tonight, and the other guy from Canada, I do walk into my homeboy's house a lot. They have him on the screen. I don't go to his channel all the time, but when I walk in one of my protege's house, I gotta walk in there and they got him on the big screen. It's a guy trained dogs in Canada. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I go in there. This guy in Canada, they always have him on the screen. So
I've been trying to be better at watching stuff. Because what usually happens is, how busy I am. I'll go over there, maybe watch a brother channel, might say something, catch a little 10-minute, 15-minute expert.
That's hard. Yeah. The whole thing.
Yeah. And then too, I don't like to get too tainted hearing other people's information.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I'm trying to get better because I like dudes on the ground. Even though you got a YouTube channel. Yeah, I like dudes on the ground. So you see a lot of my people kind of grassroots, But Doug has been
Yeah, I've seen him a lot on there. He's from Canada, and he sometimes go over there to the stuff
Yeah.
that I'm talking about.
yeah, but Doug kind of he looks at the channels a lot, and then he kind of points them out to him. I said, that's a good channel, and shit like that, and that's helping me. It is like a good channel because a lot of channels.
Doug, you the dog A&R.
Oh yeah, for real, yeah. Doug,
You the dog A&R.
Doug be helping me put these shows together because I guess I'm bad at finding them because like a lot of times I be looking, I just be seeing motherfuckers on there preaching and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not real, just like talking heads. And I like some real like gritty information, and I like seeing ideas bounced off people. I just don't like hearing one person.
I just feel like if I can go out there and I see the method and I've been training dogs and it works, I'll be like, you know what? He kind of know what he's talking about. Or I hear some things they're saying and I'll be like, oh yeah, he know what he's talking about.
Yeah. But you know, it's a lot. But the thing about it is to have knowledge that deep, man, it's you have to be in something a very long time to keep people entertained on that level. Because if you're not on that level, you can start seeing them holes, you start seeing them they're rambling, and that scratching, you know, you try to see that shit. But anyway, bro, let's do this breeding shit tomorrow.
Hey man, we was on here 44 minutes, ain't neither one of us got no cash app.
You know what? We need to post those cash apps tomorrow. We'll post those cash apps, and I have a.
I ain't gonna get no coffee tomorrow, man. I'm going there, pour a cup of coffee, drink half a cup. You tell them I ain't like that coffee. It had a bad taste to it. Walk out. Vanguard going to jail, stealing a cup of coffee.
Oh man, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, so we'll come back tomorrow and do this shit, man. Like we working, y'all. Y'all gonna see a lot out of us. You know.
Yeah, man. Y'all gonna get you some bounce back for your little.
I bought some actually.
Bounce back.
Yeah.
Bounce back after training, man.
Right. Okay, guys. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
Peace.